Mic check, mic check. Mic check 1 2. Hello. Moy, welcome. You beat Jason. Welcome, mate. Welcome, Pasty. Michael, Mark, Chris, Kit Digital, welcome. You all beat Jason today. Thank you, David. Francis, welcome, mate. Chris, number 2, dejected tomato. Phil, welcome, mate. And yeah, I think that's it. Super Tony, welcome, mate. How are we all doing tonight? Hope we're all well. How's it going, Angela? Finally something decent to watch. Where? Where? Oh dear. Welcome, everyone. What's that sexy top? Where's that where's that sexy top? Oh, Sarah hasn't watched it. Nah, she has. I'll wear it on the next stream. Hello, Sarah. Chris the Turd. Oh dear. Nah, there's 2 Chris's in the chat. Red Dragon, welcome. Bugger all on TV, yeah. To be fair, I don't really watch TV. I mainly watch Netflix. Got the jumper wire in the post. What we're working on tonight? Oh, that's cool, mate. Nice one. This is a Xbox One S with no power that I'm going to be working on. Want me to change my name back so you don't get confused? Nah, you're alright. There's loads of people with the same name. You get other colours too. Well, when Sarah washes them, I do, yeah. She dyes everything. I asked her to wash my trainers today. Nope. Didn't work. Nope. Didn't happen. How's it going, Bunny? Welcome, mate. Did I get your email? I'm not sure, mate. I've been working on the garden, to be honest, so I haven't really read any emails. Xbox One S, no power, plug it in. Pretty much. No, I've already checked this. It's not turning on. Recently, the PS3 community has found a way to swap the later RSX revisions onto older boards. Huh. I mean, personally, I wouldn't be able to justify the time, to be honest. Shouldn't do the garden any new Chinas. Phase 2 on liquid damage. Might be, yeah. Yeah, it's I've got to be able to justify the time, so it's kind of tricky for me. Large gin and tonic in your hand, nice. Not an alcoholic, nah. What is it, like, it's 9:15 at night, it's fine. It's more than fine. Oh, thanks, Stream Elements, for finally loading up. Thank you. Thank you, Danny, I appreciate that, mate. The Game Boy, yeah, I need to work on that. I've received that, yeah. Yeah, drop me an email with the story, mate. How's it going, Ken? Welcome, mate. And Goodit as well, mate. Welcome. The last one I did one live, threw you a bit. Yeah. Yeah, that was, basically, that was, well, I was supposed to be there. I was supposed to be there to chat with you all, but I had a really bad headache and I ended up falling asleep, so sorry about that. But basically, that was what we call a premiere. So basically, if let me switch to my desktop. Desktop, there we go. Yeah, so if we go to the channel dashboard, if you look at the channel content, if you look at how well this one did compared to the most recent ones, like like barring that one, there's PS5, so that's different. 23,000 views. And then we've got 8,000, 3,000, 2,800, 2,800, 32, 5,000, 1850, 32, 28, and then 18,000. So it seems like the premieres are doing a lot better than the actual than just normal uploads, which is kind of strange, but yeah, it's kind of odd, but never mind. Scrap PS4 videos. Yeah, I've actually got 2 PS3s that come from the same person, from my brother-in-law. So if I can find time, I'll try and work on them. One of them I've confirmed has completely got no power, and the other one has got the red light of death. So I'll try and do a video on them if I can. But yeah, that is a huge difference in views. A massive difference. Exclamp came. Would you yeah, no problem, mate. Is it yellow light of death? It's one. It's yeah, yellow light of death might be, yeah, or red light of death. I'm not sure. I've never worked on a PS3, so could be a good experience, I suppose. I think it's more the point of not so much the notifications. I think it's more the point of people clicking on and then clicking back off. Like, for example, if I get a viewer that comes on, clicks on, and goes back off 20 seconds later, that still counts as a view. But the point of that is, I mean, the ad revenue for that particular video is kind of in line. Actually, I'm not sure what I can show on here. Bear with me a second. Let me just see what I can show. Yeah, I can show that. Okay. Yeah, so ad revenue, if you look at this, the video analytics for this particular video, views are 6.1 times higher than usual. Real-time views in the last 48 hours is 10,000, which is pretty damn good for a channel with 18,500 subscribers. Revenue for that video, £40, and 102 new subscribers. Now, I know £40 don't sound like a lot, but when you think about it in comparison to, let's say, for example, the PS4 video, the PS5 video, it's not that far off. Like, it's not. Like, when you think this has had 24,000, that's had 18,000, so that's what, 6,000, sorry, 19,500, so that's, like, say 5,000 views more, and it's only made, what, 90% more, something like that. I know that, bear in mind, the PS5 is going to pay more. It's going to pay more, and the reason is because it's a PS5, and advertisers are looking for content to advertise on. Especially for PS5 games and stuff. So when you load up this particular video, you'll probably get something gaming related, where, like, for example, a PS5 game launch or something, and the advertisers are paying more for that specific content. Whereas the PS4, it's generic now. Like, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of videos, so they don't pay as much on the PS4 videos as they do on the PS5 videos. So it's kind of awkward to explain, but that's pretty much. Yeah, that's the gist of it, basically. So it's kind of in line with an average video that gets about 19,000 views. So even if people are clicking off after 10 seconds, I'm technically still getting paid for it. So it's just one of them. Right, let me catch up on chat. Yeah, by all means, Victoria. Yeah, you're more than welcome. Yeah, I've heard the yellow light of death isn't always caused by the RSX chip. I've heard that it can be caused by the capacitors as well. So it's going to be interesting. On the Xbox One S you were working on. What do you mean, mate? I'm not sure what you mean there. How's it going, Walter? Welcome, mate. How's it going, Bunny? Yeah, thank you for hanging out, mate. I appreciate it. Even if people don't chat, I appreciate people just hanging out. How's it going, Steve? Welcome, mate. Right, so let's get to this repair then. So this console has been sent in for no power, and I have verified it because I kind of didn't want to waste my time. So, yeah, this has basically got no power. Let's take a look at that. I've got to cover the name, obviously, for obvious reasons. But I've plugged it in. I haven't taken it apart myself. I've plugged it in, which I don't usually do, but most of the Xbox One S's that I've been getting with no power lately have been beep on, beep off, so I wanted to be sure. So they've been kind of marked wrong recently. So let's just show you what's happening. So you plug it in and press the power button, nothing at all happens. So absolutely no power at all, completely dead. And just to verify that the power cable works, just for verification, I'm going to be careful with this, it's AC power. Come on, you should be on auto. Oh, there we go. You didn't switch to auto. So 240 volts. Pretty obvious that the power cable's working. So complete no power. So it could be the power supply at fault, but that's unlikely. It's very unlikely to be the power supply, and I agree with Matt here in the chat. It is very dangerous. Don't try that at home. These test probes are insulated, but messing around with AC electrics is not safe at all, even at 110 volts. Do not touch them probes. If you are going to test AC power, make sure you do it safely. These are insulated, they're rubber. But I agree 100% with Matthias in the chat there. It is dangerous. So if you are going to do it, just be careful. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate that, mate. I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I've heard about the PS3 with the caps. Yeah, I have done a little bit of research on it. Not a lot, but I've done a little bit. Right, okay, so this could be the power supply, like I said, but it is very, very unlikely. And the reason for that is because Console Repair London, the place that sends these to me, or that sends a lot of consoles to me, most of them, he generally checks the power supply before they get sent. Because the power supply is a common failure point on these, it's just not an issue that I generally see. Unless he's got no power supplies in stock. I'm going to cover the sticker there, save me damaging it when I pry open the case. There we go. Easy as. What's my favourite cheese? I haven't really got one. I'll just eat. I like extra mature cheese. Just any extra mature cheese. I like it to have a nice kick to it. Right. So I'm gonna save a little bit of time. I'm going to use this puppy. And that's my T10. Alright, whatever. So, a little bit of background noise for a minute. removes green screw only. It's 99% sure going to be a board issue, mate, because of where it's come from. So the board will have to come out anyway. And even if it was a power supply issue, I'd still clean the console before it went back together. So I'd have to take the board out regardless. But yeah, if you want to get into just the case alone, you can just remove the green screws and the 3 screws for the power supply. But yeah, most of the time, if you want to just give it a quick test, you can just remove them. How's it going, Andy? Welcome, mate. How did the poll end up on the background noise? I haven't checked it today. Let me have a look. Bear with me. Channel community 641 votes, 90% yes, background noise is better. So that's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. That was more for Jason, if I'm being honest. That poll was Jason was. I was speaking to Jason yesterday on Facebook Messenger, and basically what he said was, I'm going to switch back to our noise, which is RTX noise. It's like a filter that comes with RTX graphics cards. He said I'm going to switch back to RTX noise because the hot air station and the fume extractor are too loud. And straight away I said, no, don't switch back to that, because people prefer the background noise. And he didn't believe me, so I said, well, all right, and I'll put a poll out. And I put a poll out, and it turns out that yeah, people do prefer the background noise. So yeah. Right, let me try and catch up on chat. MOSFETs under the fan. Could be, yeah. Don't put background music. Hell no, mate. Not a chance. Not a chance. It wouldn't happen. I don't like it myself. It's distracting. I mean, if you're live streaming, you could, but nah, not for a recording. Like when you say, for example, when you're not so much for YouTube, but if you're live streaming on Twitch, when you're taking a break, you can put background music on. But nah, I'd rather not. I'd rather not deal with the copyright issues as well. Right, a little hint, by the way, don't put them screws back with the electric screwdriver. Why am I using a drill? Because my hands are sore, mate. My hands are very sore. I've been working in the garden all day, and my hands are extremely sore today. But I've got to get work done. I've moved about 5.5, 6 ton of dirt today, and about 3 ton of concrete slabs. So yeah, it's I'm a little bit sore. Well, my hands are a little bit sore, so I'm going to try and avoid putting strain on them today. But I'm still going to get work done, so I've got to get on with it. Iffy English subs with hardcore techno. Who are you burying? Well, don't tell her, but oh dear. No, I was gonna build a pond, and then I decided against it. Right, I'll test that in a minute, actually. I ain't got a T-bar screwdriver though, mate. It's phase 2. No, I'm just trying to use my hands as little as possible, to be honest. And we have button damage. So that's going to need fixing, the sync button. It's an Xbox One S, yeah. So one thing I will do then is check the power supply and also check the front panel, because the front panel looks damaged. So I'll check that front panel and just make sure that we've got a working button. Did the MacBook chip survive? They haven't, mate, no. As soon as I do, I'll be streaming to get that fixed, though. 100%. Liquid damage. Smells like soap suds. Do you want to smell? Oh, it smells like soap. Oh my god. Oh no. I've just seen what's underneath. I've just seen what's underneath the the heatsink clamp. Oh dear me. Well, let's just put it this way, it's not pretty. It is not pretty. I'm not sure where my X-clamp tool's gone. But she ain't pretty. Oh dear. Well, I think I know why he's not turning on. This guy's been work training to be here. I think it's safe to say this isn't going to work, guys. Oh dear. I think it's safe to say it's not the power supply. Well, I mean, actually, let's test the power supply. Right. Next. Nah, we'll give it a whirl. We'll give it a whirl. We'll see what we can do. Da 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 da. Oh, it's a power supply I want to test. Never mind. And yep, 11.95 volts. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Right. Power supply confirmed. Working. Ugh. New probes. They need tightening. There we go. That's tight enough. Right. Multimeter in continuity mode. I think it's probably going to be pretty much guaranteed that it's shorted to ground on the 12 volt rail. Yep. Oh yeah. Alright. Now then. Now then. Alright. Let's put that to one side for a minute. Pop under the old scope. I've cleaned this scope today. Like the bar where it turns, I've cleaned this today. It still squeaks. Genuinely still squeaks. Right. USB. Hence why it's not plugged in. Doo-dee-doo. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, why is it every time I start streaming that dog starts barking? How's it going, Callum? Welcome, mate. Right, we probably have a bad NCP4205, which is the power management IC. Bad MOSFET there. Yeah, that entire phase has got to be done. That entire phase has got to come off. And that one, I think he wants to, yeah, pretty much. And that one. And, oh, this isn't good. Right. This. One sec. This MOSFET here. This goes straight to the CPU. So I'm not going to power this on. The power supply should have shut down to prevent any further damage. I'm not going to attempt to turn this on, because these particular lines go to the CPU. That is pretty nasty. This is an no-fix. This coil goes to the CPU, to the CPU, I think. Ooh. Some sort of soft drink, maybe. And a lot of this is going to be superficial. A lot of it's going to be superficial, but the major problems are going to be over here, I think. So I think it's time to just start knocking off components. Let's start up here. Actually, let's examine some more of the board first. There's a lack of live ants. Alright, so let's inspect the RAM, the retimer looks fine. Might have to reflow a couple of RAM ICs. TPS 51916 is going to need replacing, I would say. So this TPS 51916, that is the RAM power management IC. Also found on the MacBooks, which I found out last week. Other than that, I don't think it's too bad. Let's have a look up by the disk drive and the hard drive. That looks okay. Ethernet and audio look fine. This is one area that I always get concerned with, because usually when this dies you end up with a beep on beep off after you restore the ability for power to get through. So I always check that first now. All of the 1v8 line over here looks fine. I mean, other than down on the power rails, the rest of the board does look okay. So let's just start with this area here. So it's going to be a case of literally just pull it off if it looks bad, I think. Pull it off if it looks bad. Yeah, you'd think people would be more careful, but nah. People think it'll never happen to them, that's the problem. Right, so yeah, like I said, just put it off if it looks bad and get it replaced. Right, nearly done with pulling the components off. Oh wow, it keeps going. It just keeps going. There's a lot of components which you're going to need replacing. Right. Oh, that stinks like washing powder. It smells like washing powder. Well, that was a lot of components. Right, okay. Bear with me a sec. I need to go and grab a donor board, guys, so I'll be back in a minute. Right. Found one. So there's only a couple of capacitors which I'm going to need off the donor board. I think I should have pretty much everything else I need, but actually, that one's, whoops, that one's a better candidate, I think. Certainly looks a lot cleaner, a lot less butchered, so that one should be a better candidate. Right, I'll catch up on chat now, guys. Sorry about that. Who's spamming, mate? Wondering what happened to the blue mat. I'll just need to wash it, mate. It's just dirty, so I'll just need to wash it. Welcome, Kero. I don't really get time to play them, to be honest, mate. I don't really get time to play them. I used to. I'm more of an Xbox player myself, personally. I personally prefer Xbox, but that's just because all my friends are on Xbox as well, and I grew up with Xboxes. But yeah. Right, I'm just going to give this a clean and see what we're dealing with. Oh, it's disgusting. It's nasty. It's going to take a little bit to clean it. There's a lot of flux on here now. Components lying around. I've got a feeling I might need to reflow this side of the RAM as well. We need to get you to play Bloodborne. I wish I had the time, honestly. Right. A little bit of burnt flux around these caps. How's it going, Gadget? Welcome, mate. Severely water damage, mate. If you rewind about 10 minutes, you'll see how bad it was. Let's just put it this way, I've had to remove about 20 components, I think. Right. Just curious, what about, mate? Problem is he doesn't play PS games. Pissing me for last week. I'm lost. I'll be honest, I'm lost. You have to put an app before the name beeps. And connected to. You talking to me there, mate? I'm not sure. I know there's some issues with the connector, but I can, like, the fan's not the main concern at the minute. The main concern is trying to get it on. So basically, you deal with the main issues first, get it to turn on, and then if it turns on, then you carry on and deal with other things like the fan and stuff like that. But there are some corroded components around there. But basically, all I'm concerned about at the moment is power. It's kind of like washing a car that doesn't run. It's kind of pointless. What percent do you think that it may get fixed? I'm not sure yet, mate. I'm just going to check and see if we've still got a short on 12 volt. We shouldn't have now. Shouldn't have any shorts on 12 volt now. And yep, short gone. Okay. Yeah, that's gone. So short's cleared. So whatever component was shorting it is now gone. And I can carry on and just start replacing stuff. So I'll start with this far left again. Thank you, Single Flips, for the €5. Been following your channel for a while. Finally caught you on stream. Much love from Germany. Thank you, mate. I appreciate you being here. Phil is a wizard. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. What I do know is there's a lot of components to repair. Or replace, rather. Right. Time to break out the soldering iron. Let's start with the NCP 4205. Thank you, Patsy, for the 99 pence. I appreciate that. I wish that dog had stopped barking. Well, I'm going to use the fume extractor for this one. Reason being is there's going to be a lot of soldering on this. Bear with me. Right, let me know if the audio's okay, guys and girls. Right. Let me grab a 4205. 10 out of 10. Sweet, mate. Cheers for that. Nice one, bud. Right, so the NCP 4205, I don't know if I've mentioned it, but that's the main power management IC. So without that, we've got nothing at all. Audio okay. Thank you, mate. To be fair, the audio filter should block most of it out. Alright, so because this is a thick board, I'm on 460 degrees Celsius at 40% airflow, because these are quite thick boards. My hands are going to be a bit shaky tonight because they are sore from doing garden work. So I'm going to be a little bit shakier than normal. Now I'm going to press down on the chip as I heat it up. Just push out the excess solder. Now lighting up the audio filter. Oh, okay. I'll take a look at that later. There we go. Should be about right. Lack of coffee, yes, I agree. Where's Sarah when you need her? Right, so there's that. Next we've got this MOSFET. I'm going to grab a brand new MOSFET. If anyone needs part numbers for these, I can provide them later on. But I buy my MOSFETs from DigiKey, so they can be bought from a proper distributor. The part number for these MOSFETs are TPN8R903. Did I fix a PS5? I didn't, mate, no, but I have found the missing chip. So that's on the cards. Love DigiKey, yeah. DigiKey is pretty cool, to be fair. A very good source for parts. Let that settle, press and hold, and boom. Transistor next. Right, I'm going to have to take this off a donor board. I don't have a part number for this. Right. Next is a very tiny resistor. I'm not sure on the value of this. I'll get a reading, because if I've got a brand new one I'd rather use that. So let me get a reading on this resistor from off the donor board. Just bear with me a sec. And we have 35 kilo ohm, which I haven't got. So I'll take it off a donor board. So it's a 35K0201. I'm going to change that cap as well, just because it looks a bit burnt. I didn't spot that when I was removing the other components, so I'll replace that as well. I'm not sure where my LCR tweezers are, so I can't get a reading on this one. There we go. Right. This MOSFET's probably fine. This big MOSFET. Alright, let me just tighten that one sec. There we go. So here's where all of the major corrosion started. Right, so let's just clean this up a little bit. There we go. Because there was very bad liquid damage on these, I'm going to wick these away just to try and get rid of any corrosion that was there or that's not visible to the eye. So I'm going to basically just wick all of these away now that I've replaced the solder. Might seem a little bit counterproductive, but it just makes sure that there's no corrosion there when we resolder the components on. Gives us some nice clean pads to work with. Oh, I'm not worried about them pads being damaged on the drain on that MOSFET because they are all one pad. These 3 pads where the drain is for the MOSFET, I'm not worried about them. I'm not going to bother cleaning them up with any kind of solder mask or anything because they're all going to join together anyway, so it's not an issue. It's a non-issue. Same with this here where this 2-ohm resistor goes as well. That's the same situation. Right, let's give that a clean. There we go. Right. So now I'll replace that solder again with nice clean solder. Right, like I said, I'm not worried about these pads here bridging. It doesn't concern me. That's good enough. That's good enough. Right. Time to get some components on. Right, I'll clean that up in a minute. I'll just knock my nozzle off. Whoops. There goes that resistor. There goes that resistor. That can't be used now. I don't want to put too much solder on that pad. Right. Grab another one. Did not resist the soldering. Right, that's going to look a little bit of a mess. I'm really not that concerned about that. Right, these I believe are 10 microfarad caps, but I'm just taking them off a donut. This is another 2 ohm resistor. Actually, I think the top one's a 1 ohm, I'm not sure. Right. And the final piece of this puzzle is the boost buck converter, which is going to be an NCP5901. Food's done. Oh, damn it. Alright, give me 2 minutes. Right, that should be good enough for that phase. I'm not worried about that resistor. It's going to look a mess. No matter what, that resistor is going to look a mess at the top. So I'm not going to panic over that. Just give this a quick dry. And then I can inspect it. Yep, certainly looks like I've got everything. Maybe one cap there, but I'm not really that concerned about a cap. Am I going to add a 12C508? Where's 12C508? I'm not sure what that is, what or where that is. I don't think there's anything missing off that phase. Is it still shorted to the ground? It shouldn't be, no. It's got... Well, I never reuse MOSFETs because obviously they're the most common thing to fail, so I always use brand new MOSFETs, but... yeah, no short to ground. No short to ground. Right, I'll take a look at our 9D15 when I get back, mate. Right, I'm going to go and eat some food quickly, and then I'll be back. So, give me 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes. Hello, 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 hello. Right, sorry about that, guys. I had to go and eat. Welcome, everyone. If you're just joining. Didn't lose that many viewers, actually. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Right, so how's it going, Brian? Welcome, mate. It's a Xbox One S with severe water damage, mate. Looks like it's been in a washing machine. Right, so let's work on phase 2 then. Right, so I'm going to check this. I'm going to check this resistor just to see. And 1.2 ohms. Yeah, that's fine. That resistor's fine, so I'll leave that where it is, and the rest can be replaced. You left a good suspense. Sorry, mate. Right, so rest can be replaced then. Right, same deal. I'm going to replace all of the solder and then wick it all away just because we've had corrosion around here. Right, we'll just get some fresh wick. Bear with me a sec. Snip that off. I'm going to grab a buck converter and also a MOSFET because I'm going to need them. So I might as well grab them now, save me having to move backwards and forwards. So I've got them to one side. How's it going, Cam? Welcome, mate. How you doing, bud? You don't want to fix this board for me, do you, mate? It's only been in a washing machine. If you want to see how bad it was, mate, if you rewind a little bit, you'll see just how bad it actually was. I hate these angle tips. Sat yesterday waiting for a stream. Yeah, I didn't have anything to stream, to be honest, mate. Or nothing interesting anyway. I'm still waiting on them, what do you call it? The backlight ICs. Should have got them from my parts. They'll be here tomorrow, I'm sure of it. To be fair, I think even if I'd have got them from my parts, I wouldn't have been here till Wednesday because I wouldn't have been able to ship him till Tuesday anyway, till Monday anyway. So I don't think I would have expected him till tomorrow anyway. To be honest. Right, let's give that a clean. Ship Monday, arrive Tuesday. Oh, okay. Nah, I can wait the extra day. It's fine. I'll try him out next time though. I'll give him a whirl. Head hurts already. Oh, you should try doing this. You don't want to know how bad this was. Hate that tip, yeah. I'm not keen on it, to be honest. Now I know why I lost it. I didn't lose it, it was in a box. Found it today, so. But I've never used it on the Hako. It's not that bad on the Hako. It's not as bad on the Hako as it is on the TS. Oh, I'm sorry, but the coat's got to come off. It's too warm. It's too warm. Still replacing parts, yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's just get rid of a bit of that solder. Ah, you. Damn it. That weren't meant to happen. More flux, yeah. Do 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 do. Oh, I've just lost my recording. Hang on, guys. I've lost my recording. Oh, I've run out of disk space. Right. Yeah, YouTube does automatically record everything, but I don't use YouTube for the video editing because of the compression. So just bear with it a sec, just while it transfers some files off that drive. Welcome, Milano. Yeah, it's an Xbox One S water damage, yeah. So try downloading more disk space. I could try. Right, bear with me. There we go, we've got 32 gig free now. Start recording. Cool. Done. Right. I shouldn't have lost any footage. If I have, it's nothing a bit of editing can't fix. But yeah, YouTube does allow me to download the stream afterwards, but you lose a lot of quality to compression. There we go. Oh, I need to stop turning sticky keys on. I'll see that cap's gone flying down on the a little bit further again. Way too much solder. And straighten. Come on. You know you want to. Fine. I'll give it a boost. I've never played the Wii U, to be honest. Dance, yeah. Now these ones are flying, mate. It's because the solder mask's come off, but I'm not really worried about that. As long as the components are on, I don't really care. I'll make that one dance a little bit though. Whoops. Right. I'm not bothered about them looking a little bit slanted. How's it going, Brian? Welcome, mate. Welcome again, should I say. Same deal. Right. Let me just grab some fresh flux, some fresh wick, sorry. That'll do it. Thank you, Brian, for the channel membership, mate. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the members club. Right, okay. There we go. Ready to rumble on phase 3. Yeah, this is kind of a little bit repetitive, just replacing components over and over again, pretty much. Just anything that was bad or anything that was corroded is being replaced, basically. flux everything up. Right. Right then, just grab the MOSFET and the boost IC, and well, I would if I don't keep dropping it off the tweezers. Float into your home. Close enough. There we go. Right. Just going to take a quick 2 minutes to chat to you guys. Whoops. Sorry. My bad. Yeah, so it's a little bit hurts the neck a little bit, that does, so I'm just going to take a couple of minutes just to rest. No, plug it in. It's nowhere near done, mate. We've still got 3 components left to do. No, there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. I can see if it turned. Well, I can see if it's got any signs of life. Before I plug it in. There's no RAM IC, so it's not going to turn on. And no chance of it turning on. There's no RAM IC at all. Well, it's got a beep, so. But basically, it's obviously going to shut down because there's no. There's no RAM IC and there's no MOSFETs on the APU either. So the APU can't turn on and neither can the RAM. So, onwards and upwards, I guess. Autobot assembles. 20 minutes before the new crotch demon wakes up and needs changing. Yeah, I should have it done by then. Is that a giant extractor? It is, mate, yeah. It's actually a custom made one. Well, not custom made, it's a big fan just there. Big fan just there. It's actually a grow fan, as in the police busted a cannabis grow, and my brother-in-law picked the fan up on the scrap. So yeah, so it's just a big fan. It goes outside, and if I want to, like, say for example in the summer, I could flip the fan around so as it blows cold air in. But yeah, it's a big 10-inch fan, massive 10-inch fan with a big long piece of ducting. Anyway, to send stuff to fix, drop me an email, mate, and I'll get back to you. I'm from Wolverhampton, Liam, so close. I haven't read any emails for a few days, Ryan, to be honest, mate, for a while. I need to wear a tank helmet. Here you go, look. Oh, it nearly fits. It nearly fits. It's close. But yeah, that's. Let me actually show you the power of this. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. What make of solder? It was a random one I bought off eBay, mate. Bear with me, I'll grab a link. I posted it the other day and about 20 people bought it. Right, purchase history, bear with me a sec. And I shall give you all a link to it. Where have you gone? Come on. It's like 20 quid for a big reel. It's really good solder as well. There we are. Right, I can't post a link because it'll be. Actually, no, it won't be. It probably won't be too long, actually. Right, let's see if it allows me to post that. There we go. Right, so there's a link in the chat. Link in the chat for the solder. Yeah, I bought 5 reels of mechanic, mate, and it ain't turned up. It reached the UK on the 26th of February, and it ain't turned up. No problem, mate. What fume extractor? It's just a fan. It's basically just a fan that I've flipped around. But it's a big 10-inch fan. I don't know the make of it because I didn't buy it. I was given it by my brother-in-law, and I think the branding's been worn off. Basically, it's just a big 10-inch fan. If you type in on eBay 10-inch 10-inch grow fan, you'll find them. I use Kingbow RMA218, this stuff here. There should be links in the description to the flux. Sorry, I'm a bit behind on chat. Kester solder for the win. Nah, too expensive. 60 quid a reel? Crazy. I'm a cheapskate. I'm too much of a cheapskate for that. Amtech 559? Hell no. I ain't paying 18 quid a roll. 18 quid a tube. Hell no. Actually, it's going down now, isn't it? It's like 30 quid for 30 cc's, is it? Something like that. I was going to show you the. I was going to show you the power of this. This fume extractor. Can you see that? Whip the vape out. I don't vape. But look at that. Alright, that's about the limit. That's about the limit. End of the table from where it is now. And it's sucking it right in. Spark up. I'm on the end of the table there. That's more than enough. And that just goes straight outside. Like, I don't need to worry about that, it just goes straight outside. Don't waste flux. Yeah, it's more than enough. If I just drop that literally in front of me like that, like there's way more than enough extraction there. Way more than enough extraction. Great airflow. Yeah, it really is, mate. What's the current repair? It's an Xbox One S, mate. What's the Discord? I will give you the Discord link. Exclamation put Discord. Ah, by the way, Jason is learning to reball, so if everyone could head over and just check out Jason's channel. That should have gone through, what the hell? Fart extractor. Yeah, there we go. So Jason's Electronics Repair on YouTube. If everyone wants to go and help him get to 2k subs by the end of May, that'd be awesome. May you suggest another cheap flux to try? Yeah, I mean, if you want to suggest another one, yeah. Exclamation point pad puller. See, the people know. Yeah, I agree, Victoria, yeah. How's it going, Monkers? Welcome. Right, we've got a couple more things to do here. So this is a mess right here. Eakins NC559. Is that a Amtech clone, is it? So I wouldn't use an Amtech clone. Because generally they've got some really bad chemicals. I mean, even the Kingbow, if I don't use the fume extractor and I use it too much, it'll give me a headache, so... You've got to be really careful with flux. It can be dangerous. Oh, well, this area is a complete mess. But yeah, basically for fume extraction, as long as it can pull air away from you and outside, or to some sort of filtration, then it doesn't matter what you use. As long as it's strong enough to pull air away from you, it's absolutely fine. This area is rough as hell. Absolutely rough as hell. This is definitely the worst of it. Oh, I just realised you guys can't even see. Whoops, UV mask. I'm not really that fussed about the UV mask because they're all the same pad anyway, so... I mean, I could use UV mask, but it just adds to the time. Like, this is already a fairly long job with the amount of components as it is, so... It just adds to the time and it's kind of not really needed. Because the pads are all as one anyway. I would if it was just one or two components, but there's loads to do. I actually might on this one, it really is a mess. I think I might have to on this one. This one's rough. This one's rough. Right, let me just warm the board up. How's it going, Freddy? Welcome, mate. Right. Let's fix this up. Just a little bit. Just grab a bit of solder mask. Ah, it's on my finger. Damn it. Yeah, no worries, Fred. No worries, mate. Right, so the stuff I'm putting on now, for anyone wondering, it's called solder mask. So basically what this is, it's a UV curable paint of sorts, and it basically just protects areas which have been exposed. So once I apply a UV light to this, it'll go pretty hard. Basically restore the solder mask that was on the board from factory. So you'll notice I'm just painting it in places where it was before. That'll do it. That'll do it nicely. Welcome, Daz. Thank you for the channel member, mate. I appreciate that. Right, Cam has a Hako 888D if anyone is interested in buying it. Cam, you're welcome to post some contact details, mate, if you want to. Cam's pretty trusted as well. He used to work for Lewis Rossman. He lives in the UK, but he used to work remotely for Rossman. Pretty well trusted guy, pretty stand up. So, yeah, if anyone's after a soldering iron, Cam is selling one. Right, bear with me a second. Oh, where's my UV pen? Alright, who's nicked my UV pen? Come on. Own up, who's nicked it? I've got it. Never mind. Totally didn't realise it was the Cam. The one and only, mate. The one and only. Oh, I'm gonna apply a UV light to this. If you do suffer with epilepsy, look away now. 3, 2, 1. Alright, so once I've finished running the UV light on this, it'll basically be pretty much solid. What iron do you have now, Cam? Have you got the FX951? Like, I mean, for yourself, the one you use now. Right, this is going to take a while, so I'm going to switch cameras. I'm gonna go and grab a fresh cup of coffee in a minute. Does anyone want to hold this for me while I go and get a cup of coffee? No? Fine. I'll hold it myself. Oh, a JBC. Fancy, fancy. Get you. Oh dear. So for some. I'm only joking, mate. Got skinny arms. Yep. I can't put weight on, mate. It is physically impossible for me to put weight on. No, it's not physically impossible, but I just don't. Keep the solder mask in the fridge. I don't actually. I'll hold it myself slightly. I'm not repeating that. I'm not repeating that, Mr. Digital. Oh dear. I will keep my monetisation, thank you. Want some of yours? Nah, I'll pass. I am the perfect weight for my body height. The only time I've ever lost weight in the past 10 years was when I had an operation on my nose in 2018. I lost 6 pounds and I gained it back in 2 weeks. I've been exactly 10 stone for pretty much the last 10 years straight. I'm just fat. Fast metabolism. Yeah, it is, mate, yeah. Right, let's have a look at that. Oh dear. Running from the police helps. I don't run from the police, mate. The police run from me. That's good enough. Nice and solid. Well, this bit here is not, but actually, yeah, it is. It's alright. Well, no, it's not. Never mind. Oh well. Oh well. It'll do. Oh my. I hope this works. All this work that I've put on this. I hope it works. Did I study for this in school? No, I'm self-taught, mate. I taught myself everything. Well, I researched everything and then just learned to do it myself. The main person I learnt this off was Lewis Rossman. Oh, I'm changing tips. That tip's doing my head in now. Right, slight beep for a second. That is a good point, Freddie. I never went to school. That is a very good point. Well, I'll say that. I did go to school, but I dropped out when I was 12. End of year 7, I dropped out. Probably on the scrap. Yeah, you don't. I don't think you need. I don't think formal training could teach you this kind of work. I think this is a more of a learning the field type of job. Well, that solder mask lasted a while. Yeah, this is one of them jobs where it's better to just learn in the field, I think. Like, you can go to college, don't get me wrong, but I think it's best to just get out there and find some broken stuff to fix. Like, not customer stuff. I would never recommend working on customer stuff if you're inexperienced, but find something on the scrap, pick something up. Get someone to give you something broken. Like, you'll be amazed what people will give you just to get it out of the house if it's broke. Genuinely, you'll be amazed. Right. Couple of MOSFETs. Bear with me a sec. If I can ever grab one out of the tub. Not done that yet. Nope. Nope. That way you go, thank you. There were 5 little MOSFETs soldered on the board. 1 for phase 1. 1 for phase 2 and 1 for phase 3. I'm going insane, guys, by the way. Just thought I should let you all know. I'm losing my mind. And I am not going to get it back anytime soon. Ah! Even the MOSFETs are running away. What you been on tonight? I've been on the love train. Man, I'm just going insane, don't worry about me. Too much time in this workshop. Can have a point of it. Oh dear. That's the solar fumes. Yep. Yeah, we'll blame the solar fumes. Has to be the fumes. It's not just because I'm a complete and utter nutcase. It's the lead. I wish I'd been drinking the IPA. That would mean I'd go blind and I wouldn't have to do this. Don't bridge. Oh, never mind. It's that one I can't bridge. Yeah. Yeah, I always try and be honest and upfront. Like, if I've never worked on something, I'll say it outright. Like, as long as you're... Like, even if... Like, you can work on stuff for other people if you're inexperienced, as long as they're aware of it. Like, if they're unaware of it, then I don't think it'd be fair to work on it. But if they're aware and they're fine with it, then there's no harm. In my opinion, anyway, there's no harm. As long as they're aware of it. But if you're inexperienced, just don't go around saying, "Oh, I can definitely fix it." Damn it! Just don't go around saying, "I can definitely fix it," and making promises that you probably can't keep. Because the first few devices you work on, unless you've done a lot of research, you're probably not going to fix. And that's more of a confidence thing than anything, because when you first start anything, it's like any new job, you're going to suck at any new job. Doesn't matter what it is. You'll be amazed how many people, if you ask them, will have something in a cupboard drawer or that they've just forgot about somewhere, which is broken, which they don't care about, and they'll just give it you just so you can practice. I had people giving me TVs when I first started. And whatever I couldn't fix, I just basically stripped down for parts. Pretty much. And the stuff I could fix, I was giving back to the people. Yeah, I never used customer stuff myself before, mate. Either, mate. Like, see, once you've got a bit of experience, you can work on a device that you've not worked on before for the customer. on the understanding that you've never worked on it. So like for example, I could work on, someone could send me, I don't know, a Samsung S21 for example, and because I've got experience with electronics, I could say, look, I've never worked on this device, but I'll give it a go if you're happy with that. Whereas someone who's never ever worked on an electronic device before, it's probably not a good idea to work on something so fragile if it's not yours, unless the customer's fully aware of it. I'd be confident to send a PS3 that needed a rebuild. Yeah, I mean, if it was actually worth it, the time to do, then yeah, I'd probably be doing them, even though I've never done them. Because the only reason that I'm experienced in consoles is because that's the device I chose to work on most. Like, that was the device I chose to go out and buy, because it was easy to get hold of, and that was, well, not easy to fix, but that was relatively straightforward. There was a lot of help out there to actually fix them. Same as the MacBooks. Like, I've obviously bought myself a few MacBook motherboards, which I want to try and fix. But the reason I've bought my own MacBook motherboards instead of just working on a customer's is so I can get the experience. Right, I think this is the last component. I think. There are still some people who are making a good profit off PS3s actually, like off repairing them. Because people are just throwing them out there as well, so you could literally pick them up either for pennies or completely free, like, and then just fix them and sell them on. I'll just get rid of this excess solder. Thank you, Kip. Cheers for that, mate. Kip Hakes has got a channel, by the way, guys. Thank you for the £5, mate. I'm gonna drop you an email later, actually, Kip. I keep meaning to and I keep forgetting. Ever seen a Switch P13 give no display despite showing no apparent shorts? Yes, I have before, mate, yeah. In fact, I've got one in the queue which has come back under warranty for that particular, well, I don't know if it's down to the P13, but it's showing no display. Actually, no, that's no display on the dock, sorry. But yeah, I have seen them cause no display as well. But no display, the first thing I would check is probably the connector itself. Right, I'm actually going to switch back to that angled tip. Actually, no, I'm going to switch to a really small tip. I really need to order that micro pencil tip. Really need to order the micro pencil tip. This is the one chip I hate doing on this console. One chip I hate doing. I'm pretty sure I said 10 minutes ago I was going to get a fresh cup of coffee. Thank you, Nabil. I appreciate that, mate. Sorry for butchered your name there. Thank you, mate. Not keen on that. Ugh. I think I've chipped the chip. Yep. Damn it. I've probably got to change that. Probably got to change that. Let's test it anyway. No, I haven't chipped it with the toothbrush. No, it's it would have been while I was installing it. Poor installation on my part. I need to reinstall that chip. I think I need to reinstall that chip. I'm now also blind as well, by the way, because of that LED. Yeah, I'm thinking change of ammo IC again. Oh. I'm going to take the I'm going to take that big coil off as well while I'm doing it, just to give me a bit more room to access it. I also want to test this coil just here as well. Yeah, that's good. Okay, right, I'm going to go and grab a fresh cup of coffee and I'll be back. Hello. For the record, I was right, it closed at 68.59. Which one was we talking about? Was it FTSE 100? Let's have a look, see if he was right. Where was you buying in? Hang on, what did you say it was? FTSE 100, 68.59. Closed at more than 68.59. It's at 68.75 now. Wrong! Jason was trying to bet against me earlier for the record. I was doing a bit of day trading, like I do every day, and he was trying to bet against me. I told him exactly where the price was going to drop. Pretty much on the dot. Someone went to sleep. Who went to sleep? Pretty much on the dot. I told him where it was going to drop to and when, and I was dead on. Dead on. Do you mean it closed you out of the position, Jason? Do you mean it closed you out of the position? I was off by 30 points. No, I wasn't off by 30 points. I wasn't off by 30 points, Jason. I was off by... Right, let me find this because... I wasn't off by 30 points. I promise you that. Right, okay. Right. Philip, it doesn't matter, mate. I don't want rich. Right, okay. Right, I sent Jason a message. And I said to him, I've identified a break point. I've identified a support point in the FTSE 100 cash, which I'm going to buy in at. And I was talking to him, and I said the break point where it was going to be a support level was going to be around about, I think it was 68.60. Yeah, 68.60 I brought in at. So for anyone who understands trades, this is the price of a stock. I said 68.60, no, 68.55, and I ended up buying in at 68.60, I think. And it dropped down a little bit lower to 68.54. That was the low point. I was 6 points off, Jason. 6 points. 6 points off the break point, and bear in mind it was up here. It was literally up here, mate, when I mentioned it to you, and I was like, right, it's going to drop down to 68.55. No, so I was off by. I was off by 1 point. 0.1 of a point. A tenth of a point. I said 68.55. I really did. I'm going to pull up the chat. Sorry, I've got to pull up this chat. Right. I'm almost there. Almost got it. I'm at the point where you was moaning at me, Jason, for sending you screenshots. I know this is unrelated to repairs, guys. I want to prove a point. Almost there. Here we are. Here we are. Let's talk stocks and shares. I sent Jason a message at 3:18 PM. I think I just identified a key point in the FTSE 100 for £500 break. Blah blah blah. There's a key point. Key point it falls to before he bounces back daily. Play that shit, win some money. I will be, if and only if it hits the right place. Right. Here's the screenshot I sent. It was at 68.97. The price was at 68.97, and I had a buy order here. I had a buy order here. Where did I say the buy order was at? Oh, come on, Facebook, close the frigging image. Thank you. Oh, he's... damn it. I'm gone. I've lost it. I'll find it again. Right, I can start it from here. I needed to drop 1 point. It went to 68.65.5, and now it's basically holding at 68.66. Sorry, so no, I was 11 points off, or 10 points off, and I eventually bought in at 68.2. So what, 13 points? Not 30, Jason. FTSE 100. Low point. Look at this. Bam, big drop. But my original price that I mentioned to you was 68.55 or 68.60, one of the two, and it went to 68.54.6 at a low point. Mate, I really weren't that far off. I really weren't. Oh look, my order's just been filled. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's have a look at my positions. US Tech. There you go, my order's just filled on a buy order. Let's keep an eye on that. Let's add a limit. Set it to auto cash out at no, that's a bit too high. There we go. Let's see if I can make an extra 20 quid. Come on, after a long day, to a bit of a coda. Should have went with Bitcoin. Nah, Bitcoin's looking well. Bitcoin's going to drop. You know what? The entire market's crashing, mate. I trade. What's it called? Forgot the name of it now. Spread bets. That's it. I can't even trade Bitcoin because I haven't got a professional account. But look at this. It's down 320 points in after hours trading. Bitcoin is going to drop big time. Oh look, I've made £3. Ha. That's what he said. That's what he said should have. Yeah. Now I do spread bets. XRP. I've never really been into cryptocurrencies. I just spread betting. It's kind of different. It's not actually buying stocks and shares. It's betting on whether the market's going to go up or down. So it's not actually buying stocks. I'm about £200 in profit today, I think. Maybe a little bit less. Wasn't here for the whole stream, but you still hijacked it. Yeah, but you were still wrong though, bitch. I was off by literally on my initial prediction when I said to you it's got a key point. There's a key support point. When I said that to you, my original key support point I mentioned was 68.55 and it went to 68.54.9. I was 0.1 off, mate. Genuinely. I'm not just saying that because I want to be right. I'm saying that because I am right, and I was right. And it was a key point that I identified at 3 o'clock. Like, because bear in mind, I identified that point before I spoke to you about it. Before I spoke to you about that, I identified that point as being a key support point for the share. And it went to that price at. When did it go to that price? 50 minutes after I identified it, 10 to 4. 50 minutes after I mentioned it to you. Sorry, 50 minutes after I first noticed it, roughly. Jason was sweating his balls off. I've never seen him panic so much. And it weren't his money, it's mine. Quite funny, to be honest. code fixes the market. Oh, bloody wish. Oh, I wish. By the way, please don't take my advice on stocks, by the way, guys. Please don't take my advice. I am still learning. I am still learning. Maybe one day I'll start a different channel. Certainly not something I'd be posting on this channel though. Confirm where the first contact of the IC must be. Yeah, it's pin number 1's on the top left, mate, on this. Top left. Just too much savings. Oh dear. Well, let's hope it goes well for you then. No, on a serious note though, I am genuinely still learning myself, but I am starting to be able to read those charts pretty well. My last 16 trades have been profitable on this site. 16 trades in a row in profit. But I am fully aware that I could lose money. Fully aware that I could lose money. Damn it, I hate this chip. Hate this chip. Ah, damn it. Right, let's give that a test. Why do you feel deja vu? I don't know. Like the famous memory replacement. Oh dear. Maybe. Maybe. Where's my... Oh, hang on, let me just find me on Facebook. I tend to add people... Well, I tend to accept friend requests like probably once a week. So as soon as I get the next go on Facebook on the friends requesting, I'll accept all the friends requests I've had this week, or rather last week, because I didn't actually go on last week. Because I get quite a few now, I tend to I tend to just not go on there very often, and then just accept them all at once. Thank you, Nelson, for the $20, mate. I really appreciate that. Thank you, mate. I agree, we do all need a smile once in a while. What is a smile? It's that thing that happens once in a blue moon when you suddenly feel your face gets sore from the cracking on the dry skin around your mouth where your last smile has dried up. I always smile, mate. I've got a lot to smile about. I've got a healthy family. I've got a great YouTube community. I do what I love. Nothing to be sad about. Nothing to be sad about. Life is great. Now, honestly, when you're doing something you really enjoy, like this, you wake up every morning, you actually want to get out there and work. It's nice. Because I've been in dead-end jobs. Like, I've worked in factories where I've got up and I've thought, should I just pull a sickie? Like, I've worked in crappy jobs, being treated like shit, and there's nothing better than waking up and actually looking forward to getting out there into the workshop and doing some work, or just in general, just something you enjoy. Doesn't necessarily have to be this. If you enjoy it, then it can make you smile. Factory work is the worst, I agree, mate. Try working at DX. Try working at DX. I've worked there. I've worked at DX, mate. It's not nice. It ain't pretty. Right. I need the clamp. Where else have I worked that was shit? Amazon. Yeah, that's the one. Amazon, DX, Interlink before it changed to DPD. Worked there as well. You kill bugs. Is that what you do? Is it extermination, is it? That's got to be satisfying. I know it sounds sad, but it's got to be satisfying. Must feel like a king. Alright, let's see if this turns on. That's pretty cool, if that's what you do. I am the exterminator. Right, we have fan spin. That is because it's recognising that this is set to... Excuse me, it's set to burp. Ha! It's recognising that it's set to instant on, I believe. Ah, you son of a... Nah. Also kills bugs when I've got a roast infestation in the Xbox. Yeah. You know what I've got right now, don't you? A console that wants to troll the life out of me. Because it was turning on a second ago. I think I've probably got to reflow the RAM, if I'm being honest. I think the RAM on that one side, I think is probably going to need a reflow. So I will attempt it. I'm going to check for voltage rails first though. Just see what we've got. A little bit of corrosion on here. You build arcades, nice. Someone else does arcade machines in the chat. I don't think he's on here tonight, but someone else does arcade machines in the chat. Just repairs them though, not builds them. IT manager, nice. See, I was always one of them people that wanted to get into like IT and stuff, but then IT is one of them things you need qualifications for. Same with stuff like software development. No one will hire you without a qualification. Too poor to buy an arcade. Oh dear. Right. Let's have a check for some voltage rails. Do I get a lot of returns after RAM reflow? I don't think I've ever had one. I don't think I've ever had one returned after reflowing the RAM, to be honest. I've had a PS4 returned after replacing the RAM. But that was a really bent motherboard. I live streamed that, and I even said on the stream because I jumped on the live stream as I found it. I wasn't expecting to live stream, so I've jumped on a live stream, and I even said on the stream this is going to come back under warranty, but I've got to try and fix it because that's my job. Right. Let's have a look. Voltage. Alright, so we obviously have 12 volts and we should have 5 volts as well because we've got standby. But I'll double check. I'm gonna ground that. I remember that stream. Yeah, it was that come back about 2 weeks later, and I just said, you know what, I'm not fixing it again. Here's a refund. Literally, I was like, I'm not doing that again. Here's a refund. I'm sorry, but no. It was really bent. Right. Where's my 5 volt at? Huh. Where is my 5 volt at? Oh, there it is. Right, so I've got 5 volt. .8 is missing, but I don't know if that's meant to be a standby 1.8 or not. That might be meant to be a standby. Yeah, standby. Sorry, no, it's not a standby. 1.1 is there. 1.8 standby is there. 3.3 is there. 5 volt is there, so that's all the rails. All the rails are present and correct. Present and correct, so I'm going to reflow the RAM. I'm going to reflow the RAM. Well, trying to get this fume extractor on the go then, because this is the part where a lot of smoke comes out. Right, so the only reason I'm reflowing this is because it looked a mess when I first got it around the RAM. So I'm going to reflow this entire side. Just a light reflow, just to get rid of any corrosion and oxidation. Check the retimer. No, the retimer's mint, mate. The entire area's mint, and it's beep on, beep off, so it's not likely it's going to be the retimer. Right, I need the nozzle off. Yeah, that's what that's for, mate, yeah. Yeah, for anyone wondering, Michael asked what I used just was to get the nozzles off, and yeah, it is. So on the stand for a lot of newer hot air stations, you've got like a bottle opener, this thing here. So basically, when you've got a nozzle on it, you can use that little cutout to remove the nozzle. So if that nozzle's on there, let me just put it on right. I've got to be careful because obviously it's hot. Saves your fingers burning. Yeah, I probably wouldn't use your fingers there, mate. Yes, if you put your hot air gun through, I've got to be careful because of my laptop, but put the hot air gun through, slide it onto there, and then you can remove that, basically. And that removes your nozzle without you obviously burning yourself. But yeah, that's what that's for. That's actually what that's designed for. But yeah, I wouldn't use your fingers, mate. There you go. Right, let's give that a whirl. Probably give up on this after reflowing the RAM. I think it's probably time to give up after this if it don't work. Might stick the APU under the rework station tomorrow, maybe, but other than that, don't think it's worth it. Probably sent 12 volts to the APU if it don't work now. Fingers crossed, yeah. Definitely going to be a give up after this one though, I think. If it don't work now, it's not going to work. Oh, she hot. Needs to cool itself down. Oh. Ah, yes, son of a... Yeah, that's probably APU. These are 10cc syringes, mate. So 10 grams. Well, that sucks. Yeah, I don't think there's much else I can do to this. All the voltage rails are there. Power's been restored. Without replacing all of them RAM chips, which it ain't worth. don't think there's a lot more I can do, to be honest. Don't think there's a lot more I can do. I can try reflowing the APU tomorrow, but that's pretty much it. Ever worked on a 3D printer? I haven't, mate, no. I've never even used one, to be honest. Well, that sucks, because that's another console not fixed. After all of that work. All of them components replaced. APU dead, possibly. I think it's probably sent 12 volts to the APU, if I'm being honest. I mean, I don't know. It's not going to be the encoder. Drop it in the Discord, mate, if you want, and I'll take a look. Yeah, don't think there's anything else I can do to this. I've replaced what, about 20 components. Reboiling GPU, nah, not on these, mate. It's not worth it. If what I think has happened, then regardless of whether it was rebuilt or not, it wouldn't work. Because the APU is only meant to have 1.8 volts, either 1.8 or 2.2, I can't remember. So if, for example, the APU has received 12 volts, it's fried it internally, unfortunately. So yeah, it'd be dead. And given the fact that there was major corrosion on them two MOSFETs, those two specific MOSFETs, the ones that were directly underneath here, that's not good. That is never good. Those MOSFETs being corroded, because it goes directly to the APU, or at least as far as I'm aware it does. It either goes to APU or RAM, one of the two. It goes to either the APU or the RAM. Let me see if I can get a reading on that. Gave you best shot, yeah. No, the APU is tied to the board. You'd have to replace I think 3 other chips with the APU, and it's just not, it's possible, but it's just not worth it. There is one thing I am going to do before I call it a no fix. I'm going to knock this aluminium cap off. Well, these two aluminium caps, tantalum caps, whatever you want to call them, I don't know. I'm going to knock them off. I'll put them back on, but these two was corroded. It will work without them, but it won't work if I'm shorted. That might have seemed electrolytic, okay. Might have seemed a little bit violent, by the way, but it really wasn't. I just flicked them off with a screwdriver. Nah. I'll replace them anyway. I'll put them back on. I'll resolder new ones on. Nah, no change. But yeah, it would actually work without them, but it wouldn't work if they were shorted out. And that was pretty badly corroded. Nah, it's not the hard drive, no. Definitely not. In fact, the hard drive's not even plugged in now. It's most likely the APU. 99% sure it's the APU. Oh well. Never mind. Another one dead. No video on YouTube replacing the EMI filters. I've replaced the EMI filters, I'm sure I have. On these. Donor board it is. I haven't got any. I haven't got any working Xbox boards at the minute. I've got PS4 but not Xbox. Oswald, what are the symptoms, mate? Before I end the stream. Yeah, you can't do it. You can't fix them all. Thank you, Taylor. I appreciate that, mate. Can I link you a video where I've changed them? I'm not sure if I have actually changed them now you mention it. But that said, on an Xbox you wouldn't technically need to change them because the path is continuous regardless of whether the filters are in place or not. The path is still continuous. So realistically you shouldn't have to change them, and they should never blow. They're just there to kind of passively filter out noise, if that makes sense. No, the PS4 is different. The PS4, you have to replace them. I'll be doing a HDMI encoder on a PS4 tomorrow, and I'll probably change the filters on a PS4 HDMI on there. Did I ever sort the PS5 with the swapped SSD? I didn't, mate, no. I have, however, found the SSD chips that I was missing. So the SSD chip I lost, the one that fell down the back of my shelving, I have actually found it. So I've got to reboard all of these. These are the SSD chips off my own. The only problem is I don't know which ones go where, because they all got mixed up. So it's basically just hope for the best. Yeah, cheers, Duck. I appreciate that, mate. But yeah, I've got the 6 chips back now. So I'll be reboarding them at some point soon and doing a video as I do it. As sort of like a final attempt before I put the board in the donor pile. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you all for hanging out. It's 1 AM, so I've got to be up at 7 AM for the kids. So I'm going to go and have a cup of coffee and then go to sleep, because I'm a weirdo and I'll sleep after drinking coffee. So yeah, replace it with those that fell off the back of a truck. He sent me a PM about the SSD memory. Is that on Facebook, mate? On Messenger? If it is, can you drop me a ping, just like a thumbs up or something, so I'll see you. The problem is I get a lot of messages and I don't see a lot of them. But yeah, thank you, Vladimir. Thank you to everyone as well if you are leaving. Before I end the stream, I'm going to find out how many new subs I've had since I started streaming, because I like to know. 62 new subs since I started streaming, really? Okay. I'll take that. I will take that. No, sorry. 30 since I started streaming. Still nice though. Am I on Twitch? I will be soon. I will be soon, mate. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Thank you all for hanging out. It's been fun, even if I didn't get to fix this. You know, it's worth a shot. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow regardless of whether the chips come or not, because I haven't been streaming much lately. So I'll be streaming tomorrow, so I'll catch you all around about 8 PM tomorrow night. But until then, I'll see you later.